Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. So Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's one that places the emphasis on your centre forward, not just holding the ball up or finishing, but all the movement that happens around him, outside and inside the box.
And a header! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Eintracht Frankfurt are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Prachuap are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Tries to pass it through. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Yamal. Schlotterbeck. Conte. Oh, what a ball! Well, that's an excellent interception. And they can counter here. And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Iniesta. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Knocks it into space. Donadoni. Big chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
He's picked his way through.
Prachuap are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And they're quick to get it back. Musiala providing an outlet on that flank. Yamal. Now João Neves. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now the breakaway. And it's Mendes. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, that's fabulous. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Looking tidy in possession here. No, it's come to nothing. And now they can clear their lines. And he's only too happy to take that back. And here's Haaland. Nuno Mendes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Zico. Always goal side. Zico couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
No, that's been intercepted. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cristiano Ronaldo, with a reputation for taking on any shot. He is through here. Oh, nice touch. Played up towards the front line.
Prachuap truly...
Donadoni! It's hit the uprights. Cleared away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Iniesta. Nuno Mendes. He's got away. Now, can they get him away? Real chance! Nicely weighted ball. Musiala. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name. Now it's Zico. Aims beyond the defence. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Prachuap go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Oh, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers. Please watch the screen if you haven't
to get things going again.
Prachuap can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's Yamal. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Prachuap clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thinks about the shot. Vitinha. Oh, good-looking ball. That's going wide left. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, that's a fine interception. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. They have come roaring back.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Haaland at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week.
Goes for a shot! Oh, crossbar! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Vitinha, and it's Salah. Stood up well to him there. Looking for the run. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Mohamed Salah. Can he finish? Prachuap have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's been caught napping. So we've reached the hour mark. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mohamed Salah. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Haaland. Yamal. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Picked out, and the shot! And it's in! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Vitinha going after that. Now it's Yamal. It's a promising position. Zico. Couldn't squeeze it through. It's a sharp pass. Mohamed Salah.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Substitution for Frankfurt. Number 25,
So we have movement on both benches.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 42,
That's been
Musiala.
cut out, well played.
Number 4, Donadoni. Number 18,
Passing is
Zico.
crisp and sharp.
Coming on the field,
Neymar.
number 11, Ibrahimovic. Number 20, João Cancelo.
Looking to play him in.
Number 7,
Searching
Johan
passes
Cruyff.
played there.
Number
And
14,
he welcomes it in.
Neymar.
It's gone
Substitution
all the way
progress.
through to the keeper. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Cruyff. And here's Ibrahimovic. Iniesta. There's the delivery. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Eintracht Frankfurt really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Can he get it through? Oh, that's well spotted. Neymar. Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Diogo Costa claims it. Safe hands. That is good alertness. Looking for options for movement. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! And another try! And that really should have been that.
De Bruyne has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Corner number 3 coming up. De Bruyne plays it short. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ibrahimovic, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Cancelo. Iniesta. And the shot! Van Dijk can get it clear.
Eintracht Frankfurt really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3
And
minutes
that
added
interception
time.
was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Ibrahimovic. João Cancelo. Now the ball in. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that.
Quick reminder today.
Thoughts on what
please
we've just
have your
seen?
entry
Well, I
tickets
have
at
to say,
hand,
I'm
as it's
thoroughly
time to
impressed
announce
with what we
today's
just
winning
witnessed.
lottery
As soon as they got their goal, you felt they were always going to go on and find a winner.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Pelé! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult.
He's having a pop! Costa Curta clears. De Bruyne. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Maldini.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neatly clipped into space. Bonucci gets over and intercepts. And it's Messi. Pirlo. That looks a cracking ball. He's got away. Can he get it through? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that looks a decent ball. And they're quick to get it back. Pirlo. Now there's a fun... And Hullet! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Araujo gets it clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's put pay to the danger. Conte.
Prachuap really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yamal. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Yamal. And it's De Bruyne. He's cut it out. Well, there's the clearance. Ball played for Conte. Oh, this is a De Bruyne! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
De Bruyne actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's picked his way through. Takes a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Prachuap with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Oh, that was vital. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now they can spring out of defence. That's an imaginative pass.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Prachuap have got it back and they'll have another go. That's a nicely shaped ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Conte. Yamal. No outsmarting him this time. Pirlo. Now it's Messi. And it's De Bruyne. Matthäus. Schlotterbeck makes the interception.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Yamal. No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Pullet. Looking for options for movement. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. He's not got that quite right. Pullet receives it in a good position here. He's shifting on the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he thumps it clear.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well played. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. Great chance! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, that's great disguise.
And that is all they have time for. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Just a quick announcement, it is now time for our special lottery. Please grab the tickets you were given when you were walking through the gates. Substitutions taking place.
Brazil get the second half started. Now it's Yamal. Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Neymar. And he's heaved it away. Swung over. Now it's come to nothing. And that was very necessary. Oh, good steal. He just read it. The ball is loose and the chase is on. That's really well cleared. Neymar. Mateus. Now it's Pele. Nice interception, well timed. Araujo. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been cut short. Looking to play him in. Mateus knocks it into space. Pele has found the net here, of course. Good running, strong and purposeful. And it's De Bruyne. Shot could be on. Tries one from range. So we've reached the hour mark. And he cuts out the supply. Chance, surely! Brilliant from Apollo! A finish of true class! And the comeback is complete!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Prachuap leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Conte. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision. Now it's Pele, Yamal, great, and he shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Van Dijk gets it away. Yamal looking sharp there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Deftly away. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. He's free, he has got space. And he's there to belt it away.
Brazil really are going...
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Substitution on the field.
It certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Number 25.
This an opportunity to pull level.
Number 13. Mbumu. Number 15.
Hello!
Coming on the field.
Against the crossbar.
Number 8.
And that's in. It's level again. What a match we have.
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
That's really good.
And the shot! And he's quick to get rid.
Brazil really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Mbappe. Can he finish? Now it's Pele. Ambitious ball here. And he's worked it through. Mendes gets across to intercept that. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Costa Curta gets it away. Kante does really well to win the ball there. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that's going to be a booking. Mateus. Now it's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
2 added minutes has been
Offside that
indicated.
time. That's a decent clearance. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Nice control. Pull it. And pull it! Oh, wow, that's crazy! A game of margins, a game of thrill. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Sandro Tonali, was being touted as being one of Italy's greatest midfield talents. Remember the season he got a side promoted into the Italian top flight, 17 years of age, I think, and he was the mainstay in a team at that early age, playing in virtually every game and dictating the play. He stands out, doesn't matter how old he is.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Zambrotta proves too strong. Sofal just loves to go forward whenever he can. Tries impressive jump. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Linked with his head, but couldn't steer it in. That's travelling a long way. Vinicius Junior looking to pass their way up the pitch. Vinicius Junior, bullish header! That's another chance!
Selangor would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
He's found a way through. Sofal simply refused to be outdone there. Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He's got away. That is Conte. Oh, and the shot! And he couldn't finish.
Best has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass. Mazraoui. Oh, this is a very good run. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
Well, it's certainly not a drop.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Vamos, senhor Armando. Só na paz, meu querido.
It didn't quite
Só na
suit
paz.
the time, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter.
Na paz, senhor Armando. Tamo aí brincando. Valeu, meu querido. Tô dando subir de divisão aqui, mas tá difícil, piá. É difícil.
Here's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's in a great position here.
Tá difícil, mas não tá impossível.
That is a little undercooked.
É muito passe pra ajudar.
Now it's Mbappe. Haaland gets flagged offside. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Pass somewhat off target. Messi!
Messi really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's
Tá
left shaking
trampando,
his
senhor Armando?
disappointment.
Ó, vai ficar meu compromisso aqui, tá? Eu vou experimentar e eu vou dar a minha nota,
He's felt that,
tá
hasn't
bom?
he?
Ó, tem uma capta perto aqui pra mim já fazer isso aí.
Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, strongly challenged there. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception.
É bom, né? Então, tá bom,
Going up front in a hurry.
e depois eu trago o feedback pra vocês. Fechar e a capta, melhor capta.
And this is Ronaldo. This looks promising. It's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Então, ó, se você quer experimentar a melhor capta do Brasil e
Some
Louisiana,
great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Raheem Diaz steps in, just about within shooting range. Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
Good disguise on that though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game. And he can clear it away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Ronaldo, he's flagged offside.
Lixo, mano.
Vinicius Junior. Mazraoui.
Knocks
it into space. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mazraoui is it in a wide position. And here's Mbappe. Messi.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Can see things others simply cannot. Head up towards the right wing.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Você achou o controle?
So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break.
And now,
What a pleasant
please
surprise
turn
to
towards the
see
screen
how
for a
open
special
this game
presentation
is turning
featuring our guest
into. Just
performers today.
wondering if the two teams are going to keep doing what we've seen in the first half. I hope that a cautious aspect doesn't kick in.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable.
Substitution on the field. Number 15, Mbappe. Number 7, Brahim Diaz. Number 11,
Away we go again.
Number 20.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Number 13, Lucas Paqueta. Number 25, Joe Neves.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And the counter is on. Good ball, good take. He's picked his way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, it's Seedorf. And he skips past his man. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's been taken short. Tries a shot! This time, surely! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Chance for a shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Baresi is the guilty party there. Baresi has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. And this is Ronaldo. Lucas Paqueta. Kubo. And a chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Selangor have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Tonali. Kante is there to clear. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's tidy. Looking to play him in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Conte, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Desai did well to stay calm there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was... Real chance! It's in! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
Substitution.
Prachuap can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Ah, lovely. Feedy is such a good mover. Best's cross. He's rising! And no mistake. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
Juve! Delicious from Juve! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. 2 up now, and they are cruising. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Prachuap go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that was very necessary. Cunha going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread to the right. Now, what about a counter-attack? He has found the way through. That is a crunching tackle. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Baresi shows the will to win the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Diouf really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, shot a goal! He's got a goal! Back to within 1. Interesting. And the trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Selangor are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Number 10, Vinicius Junior.
Selangor cut their deficit. Zola!
Number 6,
That was extravagant by any standard.
Zola quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Prachuap have it back and can go again.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Zola considers his options.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is a specialty.
Looking for options for movement.
has been indicated.
We are into overtime. João Neves. Great vision. And here's Zola. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Kubo tries to play it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Juve.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's shifting through the gears here. João Neves. Oh, good read. And he plays one through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
Great chance here from position A1. And it's Cannavaro. Nice control. Best. Has to go back here. And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Juve claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Remove any cars parked on the road outside.
What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
Well, I've just got to give them great credit for the way in which they've managed to turn this around. Going behind seemed to strengthen their resolve, and it's been a wholehearted reaction and an absolutely terrific win.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Baixa o volume, Nenê. Nenê, baixa o volume, tá muito alto.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Well, here's a guy who's come as close as you can to perfecting the game, though his demeanour could barely be more modest. He really... And there's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Bebeto. Decent chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. He's delivered all right. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, nicely intercepted. Schlotterbeck. Araujo. And this is Bebeto. Oh, cracking ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle. Bebeto! But he's left disappointed. He's on it, can he get away? Conte. Now it's Cruyff. Diogo Costa is there to clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Traumeri. Van Dijk is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Iniesta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Salah. Tries to pass it through. Goes for a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he cuts out the supply. Looking for the run. Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's crossed into the middle.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Cristiano Ronaldo
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he has shown him a yellow card. just off target. He's had it taken off him. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cruyff.
That's good play from him.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Mohamed Salah, he has found the way through. Schlotterbeck did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Bellingham. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Prachuap certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Rijkaard. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Iniesta. Bellingham. Conte. This looks promising. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Looking for options for movement. Timber kept his eye on it, and he's there. Cruyff. Conte. Araujo. Tchouaméni. Cruyff. He is through here. And he shoots! Nicely aimed pass. Great ball, and he's in here. And the shot! That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. So your views on the first half?
Prachuap are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. Away we go again.
Prachuap can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, it's Bebeto. Bellingham.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Prachuap clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries to play it through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is a great pick out. That ball looks a good one. Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Nicely spread. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Can he get on the end of this? Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, talk about being caught between a rock and a hard place. I don't think he had much choice there, although he's paid for it.
Great chance here from position A1. Bebeto!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
And it's with the keeper. Cabo Verde appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Great vision. Always onto this. And that was very necessary. Conte.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Conte. Kante proves just a little bit too strong. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Yamal. Little pass back. Bebeto. Cabo Verde are looking to break at pace. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's in a great position here. Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside.
Prachuap really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Número 6. Número 22. Número 11. Iniesta.
Pass has gone astray.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 10.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Drogba. Número
Prachuap
23.
are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they care to look.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Cabo Verde with the corner, they're first. And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. He should have put his foot right through it.
That's a good foray he's making. And here's Drogba. And here's Vitinha. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Araujo clears without hesitation. Van Dijk with the clearance.
Cabo Verde surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Mbappe. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Drogba. Oh, important interception. Van Dijk can clear it away. Driving on and making good progress. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Not got that quite right. Just 5 minutes left. He's a sharp little ball here.
Cabo Verde can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Can he get it through? Oh, super ball.
Oh, shooting chance!
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
That looks a decent ball, and he's worked it through. Lovely feet. He's dealt with that really well. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Prachuap really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, to be perfectly honest, Peter, it was hard to see any other outcome. Ruthless opponents who were intent on exploiting their...
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to pass their way up. Cristiano Ronaldo! And that caused a fair bit of alarm.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Olise in... Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. And once more he proves rigid and robust. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Seedorf.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kimmich cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes. Munich have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And that pass just didn't quite work. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Munich clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That pass isn't the best. It's run loose here. That's a sharp pass. Oh, good take in a good area. He's found some space. Shot a goal! It's in! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Desai cuts out the pass. Seedorf. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Azar.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Olise. Olise ploughing through the middle. Schneider did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cannavaro cuts it out. Well, we expected better, and so did he. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Out of play for a throw. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Tries to puff. There's the shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Number 10.
And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Prachuap are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
So once again, we're underway. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, super find. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Hazard. And it's Hazard! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
He's going for goal! Oh, screamer! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Prachuap are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Passing chance for a shot! And that's a tidy finish. And they've got their lead back. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Tries from distance. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Prachuap really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Duke is onto it in a flash. Kimmich. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Well read, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Olise. Chance! Well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
After 72
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look?
He's having a hit! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Number 17.
Silvestre picks it up from the goal kick,
Coming on to
threads one in,
replace him is
and that could set him on his way.
22.
He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe! They've got to be quick to recover this. Best. Oh, played through for the wide man. Silvestre did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's been cut out, well played. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
Not the most convincing of passes.
Coming
It's
on
an
the
inviting
field
looking ball,
is
that.
Number 18. Thiago.
And he's managed to get rid. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pele. Zambrota. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Best receives it in a wide position.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Goes for a shot! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish right from the top draw. And they are disappearing out of sight. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So now the difference is 3. Tries to play it through. Zambrota. And that will be it. Wrocław have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle.
When you think great defenders, you've got to think Cannavaro.
Yeah, well, they don't come much better or bigger in stature. His qualities are obvious, but his winning mentality and cool temperament are all part of a first-class package.
It's everything you want.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zambrota. This is a promising build-up. Cruyff. Looking for options for movement. Zambrota. O'Shea. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now then, the ball's come loose. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Decent chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, a breakthrough already.
Cristiano Ronaldo looking for the run. Kimmich has the space to scheme. O'Shea. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Space for him to turn and look. Roberto Carlos is there, and he can get that clear. Some really good ball movement. Shot could be on.
Prachuap are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's really well manoeuvred.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And it's O'Shea. Cruyff. Chance here to counter. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Kimmich. O'Shea has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That's good running with the ball. And it's Serginho. Serginho running at top gear. Oh, super ball. Can he get it through? Great chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Belgium with the corner, they're first. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Spread to the right. Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. Zambrota. Oh, this looks sharp. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Cristiano Ronaldo takes the shot and kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro gathers from the goal kick. O'Shea looking to pass their way up the pitch.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And it's with the keeper. Buffon, the great organiser of defence. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Best. Serginho. And it's Serginho. Looking to play him in. Well, played right into his path. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, it rattles the bar! Oh, can he get onto this? It's a pretty loose pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Best. Gerrard does well to get it back. Now it's
That was
Messi.
lovely, that.
He has found a way through. Messi. He came in hard, very hard. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Prachuap finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
It's been slipped through. Cristiano Ronaldo! Has a look and plays it forward. Not the most accurate pass. O'Shea to Gerrard. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Kimmich. And here's Zola. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Prachuap still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Roberto Carlos cuts out the pass. Maldini. Zambrotta. Cruyff. Ibrahimovic. And it's Ibrahimovic! That was probably asking just too much. And it's Zambrotta. And here's Zola. And that's another good win of the ball. Zola! Gianfranco Zola! Sheer football poetry! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Prachuap perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, they've got it again. Pass is just off target. Serginho. pass isn't the best. Messi. Messi making good progress on the right-hand side. Gerrard. And this is Ibrahimovic. Prachuap needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, well played, well played. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cruyff. And he's being shifted off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution for Belgium.
Corner number 2 then.
Ibrahimovic. Number 18, Serginho. Number 10, Messi. Number 22, Gerrard. Number 28, Cannavaro. Coming on the field, number 11, Mbappe. Number 7...
Getting up there! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And that's a good finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Prachuap with the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
He's on it. Can he get away?
Prachuap really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pele. And the counter is on. And we're done. Prachuap have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. So there we have it, Jim. A game seemingly destined for stalemate, but then the ultimate smash and grab. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
The Estadio Urbano Caldera is small for a top-flight venue, but it makes up for that with its history and its heritage. So things are underway. Japan have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Can he get it through? Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great vision.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Bellingham! Well, there is the fresh-faced Bojan Krkic. He's fearless, he's busy, he's a craftsman. How do you describe him, Jim?
I'm expecting to see a lot of him playing in pretty much every position, Peter, from number 10 to winger to auxiliary striker. His great strengths are his vision, his ability to play between the lines and knowing the landscape around him.
So you can't stick him in a pigeonhole?
No, you could say that. He does say he prefers a central role, but I think pace and agility are better suited to that wider position. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Serginho does well not to be outdone there. It's a searching pass. Well read, and the danger is averted. Looking for the run. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's well spotted. They get a throw in. That's travelling a long way. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, a gilt-edged chance! And the finish! Goal! Japan! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's Bellingham. Shot could be on. That is great defending, so alert. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Raul. Seedorf.
Prachuap truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
He's had it taken off him. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Seedorf. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. No, not quite.
Seedorf will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. That's an imaginative pass. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Bellingham. Can he finish? Messi. Cristiano Ronaldo, an individual who's prepared to shoot any time, any place. So, a temporary halt to the action. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Prachuap currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão as informações sobre nosso serviço de ônibus fretado. Substituição no time do Japão. Camisa 17.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Zambrota tries to pass it through. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Bellingham. Oh, easy pickings there. And that was very necessary. Serginho. Boyan. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is... And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he thumps it clear. Dinks one through. Good ball over the top. Not the most accurate pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. Prachuap still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Schneider ready to try one.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Schneider!
Well, conceding free kicks in areas like that are an invitation to the set-piece technicians. They have to cut this out.
Tries to get it clear. Probing pass. Baresi cuts it out.
Público presente na
Bellingham.
partida de hoje. 9.420
Can he get on the end of this?
espectadores.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Silvestre calmly anticipates. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. That's tidy. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Prachuap really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's gone loose. Space for him to turn and look. And a header! Caught offside that time.
Substituição no time do Japão. Camisa 19, camisa 13. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 22, camisa 33.
So we have movement on both benches. Your impression so far, Jim?
Prachuap are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Nicely weighted ball. Prachuap perhaps contemplating their next change here. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Silvestre gets a foot in here. Here's a shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Such a good opportunity, Peter. I hope he doesn't end up regretting that miss.
Zambrota. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, no joy this time. Schmeichel with the clearance. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Kaut. Diouf. Diouf is flagged offside. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Taken back almost at once. Nicely spread.
Japan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Kaut. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Serginho gets flagged offside. They knocked and knocked, but there is time for no more. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?